Freedom of speech is not free, especially when it comes to your job. Now you're losing your bag. You cannot let anyone trick you out your bag. We are living in a time where people think that freedom of speech is free. We also live in a time where everybody takes to the internet when it comes to having an opinion on something, thinking that their job won't see it and that their job won't fire them if the job does not agree with their stance. And neither of those are true. When it comes to freedom of speech, you can talk about anything that you want to. You're a grown adult. You can speak about any topic, whether it's political or anything that's going on in this world. You have that right. But these jobs have that right to fire your ass. And in light of the Rodney Hinton Jr. situation, we have a bunch of people taken to the internet when it comes to this topic. And as we're seeing right now, these jobs are looking on your page. They're not agreeing with what you're saying, and they are firing you. I expect this. Let me reiterate that. I feel like the new age of kids, young adults, I'll give them a somewhat of a pass. But if you're like an 80s babies, 80 baby, or early 90s baby, you should know not to be posting about these subjects online. One, you should know that the jobs are looking at everything that you do. And these jobs are quick to replace you. You will be at the job one day, they will say that you are the best at the job at what you do. You're the best coworker, you're the best person that does this, that, and everything in between. They will fire you the next day and they will replace you that same day. Let's take a look at the first one.
Well, I was fired from work yesterday because of the Rodney Hinton situation. The young man, son was found alive by the Cincinnati Police Department. So this what happened. While I was on break, right, I heard a supervisor spoke along our colleagues, because we work along with K9, we also work along with NYPD. He was talking about the Rodney Hinton situation. He said, well, y'all people have to understand. And I'm like, excuse me, y'all people? Well, you know what I mean. I said, no, I don't know what you mean. If you want to get technical,
Techno. Techno. All right, let's go.
innocent proven guilty. A charge doesn't mean the man was prosecuted. It's just a charge. He said, go to break, go to break, go to break. And I said, I'm already on break. Make a long story short, he called his account manager, and the account manager said I was removed from the schedule. So that's how I got fired from my job. How could you ever take a child's life because of skin color? Don't you know that child somebody's son? You took a...
So you were on break. You heard someone else talking about the situation. You stepped into the conversation and they fired you for stepping into the conversation. Something's not adding up here. Something's not adding up. It's very tech technical. Something's not adding up though.
George Floyd, Eric Garner, now Ryan Hinton. The city rose from the darkness. The city rose up from the darkness. How can't you ever take a child's life because of skin color? How long we gonna take this? How long we gonna take? Us people,
I swear I'm not laughing at him. Bro is reminding me of Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar Johnson. He's repeating himself. It's wild.
have to stand together. Us people have to stand together. Let Rodney Hinton know he's not alone. Let Rodney Hinton know he's not alone. How can you ever take a child's life because of skin color? We have to stick together, people. Because at the end of the day, that's all we got. Remember, it's strength in unity. It's strength in unity. Thank y'all guys for the support. Y'all guys have a blessed day.
Yeah, so in all honesty, I am sad that these people, they try to voice their opinion and they can't due to being on the job. But that's just the reality that we live in. You cannot talk about certain things when it comes to your job. And one of those things are heated debates and conversations like this and politics. One last thing, and religion. Politics, religion, and heated debates like this. You just can't do it. Let's go on to another individual that got fired from his job for speaking on the same subject. You see how this is becoming a trend? And at the end of the day, we see this every day online. People getting fired for speaking or thinking that they have the freedom of speech. The freedom of speech is not free, especially when it comes to your job. Now you're losing your bag. You cannot let anyone trick you out your bag. I'm going to repeat that one more time. You cannot let anyone trick you out of your bag. Now let's look at this.
So my job fired me today. I got fired today because they seen my post and they seen that I was standing with Rodney Hinton Jr. Um, Volkswagen fired me because they said that that goes against the company's policy. So the company has a policy where they can look at your social media, and if they don't agree with your post that you make on social media, they can let you go. Um, I've been with this company for a minute now. I've been with them for over 5 years, but they decided to fire me because of my views on the Rodney Hinton Jr. situation that I made online, and it didn't accumulated me so many views, and I don't feel like that this is right. I don't feel like a company should be able to look at your social media.
You don't think it's right, but it's their rules. That they make the rules. It's their company. So who are you to say that you don't think it's right that you can't speak on these things at their establishment? You don't make the rules, man. None of us make the rules. I want each and every one of you to go back and look inside your employee handbook and see where it says, or to see if it says anything about social media. My job right now told me during orientation, they said, hey, we do not want you recording, making posts, um, engaging in any type of social media activity while on our clock. If we find it, you're fired. I don't post nothing. When it comes to my bag, I'm not going to let anybody trick me out of it. I don't care how heated the situation is. Now, in this situation, your job probably don't want you posting at all, especially during a heated situation like this. I told you three things. These type of situations right here, religion and politics. Stay clear of them. They will always mess you up.
And fire you, but Volkswagen fired me today because of my social media posts. If anybody's ever went through that or had to go through that with a company, let me know. I don't know what to do now. I know I gotta go get another job, but if you out here and you making these contents and you standing with these people and you planning on being a part of it, just know that there's stuff that's gonna come back behind this. I'm not gonna cry and complain. I'm just letting you know that because I stood up and I made a decision.
You're not going to cry and complain. Okay. When the lights and stuff start getting turned off, you'll cry. You'll complain. You'll wish that you never indulged in the stuff that you indulged in.
Then with this black brother in his time, that my job let me go. So be careful what you post out here.
Now, let's see the post that he made that his job saw that ultimately fired him.
Couldn't even get out. You couldn't chase him, so you wanted to like that
Go.
just because the police can't catch. He couldn't catch Robert Hinton's son. That he had the right to pull out his service weapon and shoot. Like what the fuck make that right? Where's that logically right? Because your puss ass ain't go to the gym long enough to be able to run and catch that boy. Yeah, he might have been doing a crime. But does that mean he gotta die because he committed a crime? Y'all bitches in the comments fucked up. Talking about, yeah, he was out there in the car. And what? That mean a nigga gotta die? He gotta die because he committed a crime? He supposed to die. Yeah, all right, well, yo. Fuck that officer that got killed. That's how the fuck we feel about that. Yo, bitch ass, you couldn't even get out. You couldn't chase him, so you wanted to kill him. Well, you know what? His ass might not have had nothing to do with it, but he shouldn't have been on the fucking force. Fuck him. We still standing with Robert Hinton.
There you go. Right here, you look like the angry black guy. And you think they want this representing their company? I'll ask that again. Do you think they want to see this representing their company? No, they don't. We need to start thinking before we post.
Hitting. I want to know.
Now let's look at his follow-up video where in the first video he said that he wasn't gonna cry. Let's look at it now.
Today for my job for posting about Rodney Hinton Jr. And I made a post about this earlier. Somebody was like, "Is he gonna cry? Is he feeling sad?" I mean, in a way, I am. You wanna know why? Because I gave these people 5 good years, and because I chose to make a post that was personal to myself about Rodney Hinton, him standing up and doing what he did, and them actually going on my social media, and seeing that and making that the reason to fire me, it's just crazy.
Now my guy's over here hyperventilating, breathing all hard, spitting. Do you think they care? You literally just said F the crackers. Did you ever look up who owns Volkswagen? Pretty sure you didn't. What color they are? Pretty sure you didn't.
I got bills to be paid. I got 2 daughters. I'm a single father, so you know, yeah, I'm worried. That was my avenue. Though we pay health insurance, lights, water bills, and a lot of people when I made my first post was like, "Go work for yourself. Go work for yourself." We're doing what? I got
And you fumbled your bag. Your main source of income, you fumble. Let me tell y'all something. Come in. If you don't make a significant amount of money off of social media, do not post about religion, politics, and touchy current events like this. Just don't do it.
You know how you work from face to face. So I'm asking if you see this to make this go viral. I post my cash app on here. If you can send $1, just $1, I know 1,000 people gonna watch this
In
video.
the arms of the angels. Now my boy is over here just begging. You made one post that went viral. You get fired. And all those people, trust and believe, are not going to remember you. They're not going to care about you. Now you lost your job, your source of income, to voice an opinion that you could have just kept to yourself.
Get $1, then I can help pay my rent. And I'm a worker. I post every day until I get another job. But I know it's gonna be some time, and I was getting paid like $35 an hour down there, man. But to people that's out here posting and you feel like you got the freedom of speech, you don't. You need to watch what you're saying on these online platforms, because in states like Tennessee and I don't know, like Florida, I think so too, it's a work at will state. What that means is they can literally fire you for anything. They can say, they don't even have to tell you. They can call you in HR and just let you go. So unless you have the funds to work for yourself, then watch what you say, because freedom of speech is not free. Look at me.
I mean, it's unfortunate that he learned that the hard way, but I've literally been saying this forever. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Do you think that he should have gotten fired? Or these two individuals, do you think that these two individuals should have gotten fired for voicing their opinion on such a touchy subject? I'm going to drop their links in the description because I like to give credit where credit is due. And yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. We'll holla at y'all on the next one. Y'all take care. Peace.